Just as soon as I feel like I'm starting to get healthy, I go into another valley. I feel like my entire health journey has been this roller coaster of ups and downs, and I think I'm getting healthy. My symptoms are going away, and then I crash back down, or symptoms come back, and it's frustrating and it's annoying. And as much as I want my monthly updates to be all happy and good and oh, I'm improving, it's not. And I've been feeling not great lately. I just wanted to be able to go over what is going bad and see if I can find anything that is going good, and kind of talk over how I'll proceed with taking care of myself. So one of the things that I think has been detrimental to my health lately is my work environment. It is full of chemicals that I just can't really get away from. I'll protect myself from touching fresh chemicals, but the air and all the surfaces are full of chemicals. And ever since I started at this certain job, I have had an increase in my eczema came back. I feel like my bloating and digestion has been worse. Not that it's all attributed toward that, but when I have gotten rid of chemicals in my life, my skin health improved, and so it's annoying to now have eczema come back because potentially because of the work environment, and there's only so much I can do about that, so it's kind of disheartening. So I think that's a big factor. Not only chemicals with my work environment, but it causes lack of sleep, it causes some other issues. But I'm very, very thankful for my job, so I can't blow it off. I also think that I have been eating too many sweets, and I think this is because I don't eat any refined sugars or any artificial sweeteners. I primarily and only eat honey, maple syrup, and occasionally cane sugar, and usually that's in kombucha. But I pretty much daily have a sweet, and I'll kind of space out throughout the day, so it's not even just a one time once a day. It's throughout the day I'm sipping on hot cocoa or something, and so it probably prolongs my blood sugar levels being raised instead of just doing it all at once and then my blood sugar regulating back down to normal. So I think that might be a factor. And I'm sure there's other things that I might not be doing perfectly or well, but those are like the top two things that are on my mind of what's not working for me right now. And it's causing my acne to be inflamed and just a continual thing, new pustules every day. And it's also causing my bloating to come back with some stomach pains. And again, that increase in eczema, which I previously had completely gotten rid of, so it's sad to see it come back. Now, I lived a good chunk of my life with acne and with bloating and with just issues in general, and so it's not hugely affecting my life in terms of my quality of life, other than just being disappointed that when I was on an uphill, I ended up rolling backwards. So I feel like I'm, for the most part, dealing with it pretty well. I am frustrated and annoyed because I'm doing so much to be healthy, but because I still have symptoms, because I still have issues, it does help me to know that something's not right still in my body, and to keep working toward healing, to keep tweaking things to help me out. And so I'm trying to look on the bright side of having symptoms, because without symptoms, I wouldn't know that I'm sick. And so I am thankful for them despite the frustration I have. So in order to help myself out. I do want to remember the good and what's going good and what is helping me, because there are those small wins, and I do want to be thankful for those small wins. The main thing that I think has been working for me lately is an increased fiber intake. I finally have been eating fiber adequately, and my digestion has seemingly been better, more solid poops, less reactive. Usually when I eat, things just go immediately right through, and that hasn't been happening as much, which has been nice. I also talked with a holistic doctor recently, actually a couple of months ago, and he suggested fasting. I actually have been incorporating fasting, and I think it's been helping just let my intestines rest and heal, because when I'm home, will just constantly eat and graze, which is not good for me. It's another thing that I need to chill out on and fix, and have boundaries over. So I'll work on that next month. Hopefully I'll be better about that, about having certain times for myself to eat instead of grazing like a cow. I'm just letting my gut rest and for a long time, and I'm actually thankful for the fasting, because I've been getting spiritual benefits out of it. I've been getting more benefits than I thought. I haven't really noticed any physical improvements, but I've definitely noticed spiritual improvements with fasting, and so that's been nice, and hopefully my gut is healing. I am glad that I've been able to fast, because in the past I haven't been. Because of my cortisol levels, I didn't want to increase them anymore, and so I am being careful with fasting because I don't want to stress out my body. So with these good things, I do want to try and focus on those with just Thanksgiving, because it is easy to let the small things go when you still have all these bad symptoms going on and all these frustrating, annoying nuisances just bugging you. It is hard to appreciate the little tiny win, that one little thing that got fixed, or maybe your bedtime's a little bit better. But that's a big thing. I have to remember that the small wins are huge in the long run, and they add up. I am trying to be more appreciative, more thankful for the seemingly small steps that I'm taking. How am I gonna proceed with taking care of my health and trying to heal? That's a good question. I do a lot for my health that just over time help. I try to prioritize my bedtime. I try to get red light in the morning, every morning. I try to ground a little bit every day. I work out 4 times a week. I go on walks regularly. I do so many things that I do love and enjoy, and really I think it's kind of just figuring out what isn't working at this point, because I have so many good things that there's got to be something in there that isn't working for me. With work, there's not much I can do. I am going to talk to my own team to see if we can work toward improving the company's health through changing out the chemicals for natural alternatives. But that's going to be a long work in progress. And so in the meantime, I've considered buying like a personal air filter so the air around me is better, but I don't know, and that's expensive. And so that's a big decision as well, although if it's gonna help my health, it'll be worth it. And then as far as my eating habits, I do think my inflammation is greatly determined on what I'm eating. And so I'm trying to I need to focus in on maybe doing a food journal or some sort. I don't typically like tracking my food, and I'm typically in tune with my body enough to notice, okay, Sierra, this is a habit that you didn't really recognize, but now that it's in writing, you can see it. But I think I kind of know. I think I just graze too much throughout the day. I just don't let my digestion rest in between meals, and so I need to do that. And I think for me, I just can't say that and usually I have to go cold turkey, like I'm not gonna eat any honey, any maple syrup, any sugar at all, and then I won't, and it'll be fine. But I've done that before, and my acne and crap still didn't go away, so I don't really want to do that because I don't want to. But instead of grazing in between meals, I'm gonna go back to drinking tea in between meals, and we're just gonna start with that little tiny change because I don't have any gumption to much else right now. My entire health journey, I have just slowly implemented good habits and slowly adapted my diet and slowly adapted my lifestyle. And so I don't want to make any big changes just because I'm frustrated right now, but I do see the need to stop grazing throughout the day. And so I'm going to try and hydrate more in between meals and drink tea instead of grazing in between meals because I love tea and I love hydrating, and I feel better when I hydrate more. And so I'm gonna try and focus on that instead of just like, oh, I can't eat my hot cocoa anymore, but if I'm already super hydrated, I might not even crave my hot cocoa or whatever it is. And so that's how I'm gonna go about this next month, and hopefully my next monthly update, I will be feeling a little bit better and improved on that one thing. And yeah, it's a slow journey and that's okay. It's gonna be a roller coaster. Symptoms come and go, mistakes happen, and one bad day doesn't mean that your whole health journey is gonna be bad. I just wanted to document what's going bad, what's going good, and how I'm proceeding, and hopefully one day I can look back and be like, oh, Sierra, good job, you kept going, and you made it. And be able to celebrate and be able to look back and praise the Lord for everything He brought me through. I hope my health journey can inspire you to continue strong on your own health journey and not waver from it. You're doing good. I am doing good despite not feeling good yet. And yeah, celebrate the small wins. They will sum up to be big wins in the end. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.